Alrighty, boys and girls. This is going to be an experiment with the color again. I told you I was thinking about making the solar kingdom part of the new moon. So we're going to be reading with the new moons, and I'm going to set this up. I'm not going to do this for every reading, but for the moons, you're going to get this double row here. Okay? For whatever deck I use. Now, it seems to me it's clear to see that you have been treated unfairly. It seems to me it's clear to see that you are breaking up. You've learned a costly lesson. But have you really learned the lesson? Because it's almost like you're just rebounding. You're responding. You're out of the fire pan and into the fire. You're taking a chance. You're not checking it out. You're just spinning the wheel because now you're reckless and free. Okay. And these are also moon cards that are essentially worthless as far as I can figure. And I found a little book that actually came with it that I had put aside and forgot about. And it's not nothing but 4 more words, but we're going to look at it. Okay. And we're going to have a blessing from the goddess. Okay. So here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and turn all these at once because I want them to be pretty. So. Because the more I think about it, the more it just feels right, because the full moon, it's like it's daylight outside, right? But all the cards are dark. The new moon, it's black as pitch, and all the cards are light. Okay. There, I got that glare. That is a problem. These cards just seem to pick it up. So we got the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups in your past. Oh, I don't know why I did that like that. Because it's not how I do it, is it? No, it's not. See, change one thing and I'm lost. Even though it's all the same. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, and your mission is not yet complete. The Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. Oh, you're still waiting for Dude to give you an apology. Two of Cups. Two of Swords. You had a whole bunch of Two of Swords earlier. And the 50-50. At this time, things could go either way. It has not been fair at all, not whatsoever. You're waiting for him to fess up that it's his fault. It's your fault. You'd do it if you loved me. And this is you talking to him. 8 of Swords. You should have seen it. You should have seen something. Always remember this. This is a heavy lesson. Okay. Then we got 2 of Wands and the Star. You choose your star. You choose your hopes and dreams. I learned a big lesson back here. Of course, and what a restriction it was. It wasn't nearly. It kind of handicapped me. You're the only reason you was in a relationship with yourself. Dude was just along for the ride, but he was always holding you down. Holding you to standards that he himself did not support. Well, it's all about you now. So you choose to expand your horizons rather than trap yourself any longer. The setting sun and the 8 of Pentacles. And remember that these cards right here are the reason that it's in the moon box, because of all the sun and the moon cards in it. I didn't know what to do with them. I still don't. I'm just gonna make it up. So the end of the day, the end of the relationship, still hard at work. Oh, that makes me want to go have hot chocolate by the fire and just sit around and be peaceful. Well, now you can relax because you've been hard at work and you're in alignment. Oh, this is great. This is freaking great. It's a rabbit. These are my new moon cards. I just realized it. For certain. He's banging a little drum there. Oh, he's got like a little 3-string banjo. Ding, 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 ding. He's celebrating. Look at me, look at me. Because he's hard at work. He's wise. Wise in the ways of responsibility, practicality, happiness at the end of the day, a life well lived, a lesson, a lesson. But it seems like everything ends happily ever after. And there says if there is a judge, you are it. And I agree with that. I think that we all judge ourselves, you know. No one has any power over you that you don't allow them to have. And that was a hard lesson. You lost a good little bit. There's that a swan? Yes, 2 swans. You know, they mate for life. You thought they did too, didn't you? No. You're still wishing he'd come back and apologize. All right. Now we're going to have a look here at, we got starting out with the Hanged Man. Okay, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. Wanting him to come back and apologize. Your mission is not yet complete. You're not done, buddy. This relationship is not done. The Magician, you'll find a way. The Ace of Pentacles, he didn't do what he said he was going to do. The Moon, oh my God. We know who I think that is, but I'm not going to say it. So it's just a secret. This is how you feel. He didn't do what he said. Put your money where your mouth is. You know, do it. Get up. 2 of Cups. 2 of Swords. Oh my God. If I wish I could have seen you clearly then. I never would have. It has been so unfair. I don't know why I ever thought this would work. Why did I think this would ever work? 6 of Wands. That's all I get all fucking day long is look at me, look at me, look at me. It's like taking care of another kid. Oh, it's breaking my heart. This is really not, you're not the man I thought you were. And you become the Queen of Swords. But really, you should have seen it. This is a lesson hard learned. Now you get out of it. You free yourself because you're strong and shit. You tell the truth. And you were the caretaker. You are the one that was holding it all together. You've come a far bit. You've come a far way. This lesson taught you a lot. And you may be in a period of what's the word? Transition? Yeah. You're freeing yourself. You chose you. 2 of Wands, the Star, and a corset. Let's have some words here. You feel like you held it together. The boundaries, the restriction, the prim and proper. That's what I said, that he held you to higher standards than he himself conformed to. So there you are, forced to assume a shape other than your own. So you free yourself from that and you go back toward your hopes and dreams. Pretty rough going though. You got what you need, but just barely. Time's lean, but you're happy. Life's a big mystery. You plan to get it out of him yet? The setting sun. Oh, here comes the night. Here comes Donna at night. There's evildoers there too. The setting sun, the 8 of Pentacles. He's not going to let this end. You see it ending. Judge yourself worthy. But he's mad. Ooh, and here's another sun and it's upside. Oh, this is the end of the world for him. When you leave him, it's the end for him. Yeah. It's going to be terrible. 7 of Pentacles. He's never, because there's no way he can ever pay you back. Well, he needs to apologize then. He needs to confess. You are the judge. And you say, that he's buyer beware. You say that he didn't do what he said he was going to do. He's not who he said he was. He didn't, you know, the help came with strings. What all did I say? All that doesn't glitter does not gold. I mean, there it is right there. And here you are judging him on it because he never fulfilled his end. Okay? There's the devil. As far as I can tell at this point in time, the devil's in everybody. And the goal is to just stay toxic. Because nobody saves themselves. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save them. Nobody said you're going to have to save yourself. Now we're going to look at these. The tea leaves should be taken as standalone fortune cookie kind of little things. And if I can fit them into the story, of course I will, but they may have absolutely nothing to do. They might not even be you. I don't know how that works, but they call it synchronicity, don't they? So I guess it is kind of a thing. Anyway, here we go. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Okay. You bought the lie in the earlier reading. You bought the lie for the happiness. Well, you're the judge. Are you an old dragon? Should you be lenient on him? Because he can't do that. He never could. He couldn't do it before he tried to do it. But he did try to do it. Remember that? He tried. Wheel of Fortune. You've been holding off laying down the law. You've been waiting for an apology. And I keep telling him, I told him in due tarot that an apology would take him 500 miles toward ending this. But no, nobody listens to me. So now it's all about you. Tired holding off. You've been holding off. You've been putting all your dreams on hold. The sun, it's clear to you too. It's not working out. There's the sun again. It's really not working out. There's nothing going your way, and it hasn't been for a while, and you're pretty crotchety about it. But it says beware of self-delusion, so maybe you're waiting for somebody to come along and save you, like I was talking about. And that's the delusion, is that nobody's going to save you. You're going to have to do it for yourself. Or not. Then we got clouds, temporary problems. You say temporary, but it feels like it's been a long, long time. Two of Swords, no way out. You don't see no way out of it. Don't worry. You feel like you're never going to get out from under this, but Spirit's telling you it will come to an end. You're closer than you think. Page of Wands. Look for news or announcement coming soon. Something that's going to change what's going on. Everything will clear up. Temporary problems, the sun. And in Pale, time to get out of a situation. Or maybe the news that you're going to get is that it is time to bail. That this just not working. It's just not working. To end it. To separate. The Fool, a new beginning for you. Ace of Cups, you and your great big heart. A painful, painful parting. Moonlight. And Death. You're not feeling too good. Pretty down. There's no use crying over spilt milk. Where's my little? There you go. No use crying over spilt milk. But if you need to cry, you go ahead and do it if it'll make you feel better. It's all right. Where in the hell did that come from? Seven of Wands upside down. Must have come out of there. I don't care. All right, turn our last leaf is the Six of Wands. Look at me, look at me, look at me. The Tower. You will regain your focus. You regain your focus when you'll be able to pay attention to you like you want. There's the Magician too. Is that what you've been looking for? To focus on the thing, on your goals, your hopes, your dreams. The King of Swords, gaslighting. You see it clearly. Ooh. This may not be a perfect circle, but is it perfect? Whatever. So you want to get back to focusing on you and get back to the life of being you and whatever it is you're trying to do here. And you can see clearly that this isn't working, and you're going to let it go, because it is what it is. It doesn't have to be their kind of perfect. It has to be your kind of perfect, and you can see that clearly. And maybe it's about a kid. Maybe it's not just you, but you're a unique individual. You're not a robot, and you ain't gonna do what they tell you. Cause you're fine. You're fine. Go on, go on. Got my own vision here. No pearls before swine. You stop trying to impress people that just use you. Ain't they're not for you. No use crying about it. You put your best foot forward. Eight of Swords, you kind of did it too. Yeah, there were signs. You give too much. You give too freely. You work too hard for nothing. You step back when you should have stepped forward. You need good boundaries. There's people around you that ain't good for you. Especially that one you broke it off with. He's gonna be gunning for you. Now the devil's riding bicycle with him, right? He's hanging with the devil. Oh my God. Here we go. Okay. Here's your advice from Spirit. Your advice is to heal. Temperance upside down, because you should withdraw and take yourself out of this chaos. Stay away from the devil, because you're dealing with imbalance, and it was very, very unfair. A very unfair, demanding, taxing, toxic situation that nobody will free themselves. You're going to have to free yourself. Your mission is not yet complete. You just can't stay here. This is not your peak. Imbalance, discord, hastiness, overindulgence, and risky behavior. Well, that's just making bad choices. So, you've had a few bad choices. And now you got to a sort of a steady toxic place. I can understand that. But what you need to be striving for is balance, moderation, good health, cooperating with others, and finding solutions. Your advice is to physician, heal thyself. Nobody's coming to save you. You're going to have to do it to yourself. This is the I Want My Money Back Oracle, and it says answers will unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. And oh my, what a lesson it's been, right? And then look for a message to come. You're in a time of transition right now. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. And trust the wait. When have we ever been patient? No, we have been patient. That's how we give too much and we waited too much, and that's how it became so unfair, is this patience. Trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. Yep. And then woo for you is focus. Focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. And then the card you drew was compassion. And it says the goddess grants you compassion and a giant heart, which you already had anyway. You have great depth of feeling, and well, she smiles upon you. Yeah, that's not working out for me. But you're in a time of reflection, sensitivity, and unconditional love. So to view, it's the golden rule: do unto others as you would have do to you, just to try to be a better person, to walk in the shadow of the goddess. Yes, yes. and all things with compassion, the best you that you can be. Okay.